Oh, some spaghetti. Some turkey burgers before she went off to work.
Oh, turkey burgers. Some onion.
Got some cheese on there, but we put A1 on it. Got some cheese on there, but we put A1 on it.
Is that
there
right?
you go. Yep.
Put A1 on it.
Alright, cool. Yep. Now I just got an ever-ending echo going on on the stream, but that's alright. Alright, so I can hear you. Everybody can hear me, I'm assuming. So we're good to go. They're qualifying right now. Do you have Joe's stream pulled up?
I'm actually working on that right now.
Okay. That way we know when they're done qualifying. Yeah, eat your spaghetti and do everything else, huh?
I'm gonna have it next to me here.
Gotcha.
In the booth.
Cool, cool.
Let's see.
So I'm assuming they're still qualifying. Let me go ahead and message the front office just in case. So the longest race of the season tonight, on the 50%, if they were all equally, divvied out, that would be the longest race of the season. But we got a couple 100% races tonight, this season. So we got four stages. Were they all 50
laps? Yeah, it's 50 laps a piece each stage.
Oh, so they're all evenly spread out. That's something we haven't seen all year.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what these guys do. You saw with the All-Star race, especially for the qualifying for the All-Star race, these guys didn't have to pit, but now with 200 laps and 50 laps each stage, it's gonna be interesting to see how these guys split the stages. Do they try to run the tires bare as long as they can, or do they, split it in half, or in order to get those stage points and those very valuable stage points this late in the season?
And more
guys. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Reg.
No, it's fine. Just pointing out, there's an extra set of stage points available tonight in that third stage, which doesn't end the race. So there's 3 chances for stage points, and then obviously your finishing stage, the race wins.
Oh yeah, definitely. And with a lot of these guys tonight are going to be missing out on valuable stage points with those 3 stages, as you stated. It's about half the field tonight. Racing. Some of these guys can really take advantage of not only stage points, but also putting their victory points and their placing points up on the standings board, so they can move up through the standings and put themselves in a good spot for the chase as we grow closer to it every single race. I think, what do we have, let's say 6 races left, 7 races left?
Six after this race, so 7 because we haven't started this one yet. So yeah, you're spot on between 6 and 7.
Not a lot of races, and the leaderboard is pretty tight. So some of these guys are really going to be able to distance themselves if they're already in the chase. And some of these guys on the outside looking in, they're able to kind of close that gap.
Yeah, you mentioned a lot of drivers are out tonight. I got the list in front of me here. It's a rather long one. We got the 3 car of Keats is out, the 9 of Cobra, the 12 of OFR 50, the 14 of TB14 Racing, the 18 of Shadowhawk, the 19 of Storm Rooster, the 22 of Kronk's Fight Milk, the 24 of D Sproul, the 31 of J Carver, the 41 of K-Bart, the 42 of Mr. Williams, and the 95 of Bros United, all missing the race here tonight. It's a lot of drivers.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it'll be interesting also to see some of these guys from Xfinity. Jagboy, we had him on the stream in the booth with us for that qualifying race for the All-Star race at Charlotte. And he was talking about how he didn't get a ride in Cup or hasn't gotten called up, and tonight's his night. So today he's going to be tonight he's making his debut. It'll be interesting to see what he can do on the track against these Cup regulars. And Steve-O's another guy from Xfinity, I believe, racing tonight, as well as Swamp Fox. And after last night, Swamp finished second in that crazy race at Charlotte in the Xfinity Series. So it'll be interesting to see if Swamp can hold his own against the Cup guys tonight. Alright, so we're about 6 minutes, I believe, away from...
Oh wow, they're still qualifying?
No. I don't think they've qualified yet.
Oh wow. What's the screen looking like on Joe's?
It's weird because Joe right now, it's showing that they have all joined. I can't see like their lap times. It looks like they all just joined a lobby. A brand new lobby at Charlotte, and
okay.
Go ahead and
I pulled up Captain Killam's stream, and it looks like they're ending qualifying now. It looks like Captain Killam won the race. I don't know if he won the pole or not, but maybe Joe's stream's a little bit behind. Maybe he cut it off.
It might be. Yeah, maybe.
Is he just lagging?
I think he cut it off. I think he actually cut. Yeah, he just cut it off. All right, let me go to Killam's stream.
Yeah,
he
all
may
right.
have been having some lag. May have had some lag in that qualifying session. So
he may have, which is really weird because he's subscribed to a 200 megabytes per second internet, and then he still lags. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. What can you do?
It is what it is, I guess. But, so Captain Killam's got the pole tonight in that 48.
Oh wow! So he's your points leader. They just earned 2 more regular season points right there.
Yeah, we'll wait. They're still paused. We'll load in here.
It's really close to racing here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Now these guys, some drivers might be getting tired of seeing this track. This will be the 3rd time that we've gone to this track in 3 races. Well, really 4, because you had that All-Star Shootout race. Spending a lot of time in Charlotte, the home of the NASCAR Hall of Fame. Plenty of headquarters are situated around Charlotte or close to it. They're in Mooresville, North Carolina. Pretty much the home of NASCAR here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and we're going to tackle that Coca-Cola 600 as soon as they get out of that loading screen, which I believe is still paused, right?
They're getting in now. Yeah, they're loading into the track right now.
Okay, so we're good to join. Okay, I'll get in there and I'll send it to you. I'll get in there. I'll send it to you. I haven't joined the actual race yet, so.
Sweet.
All right, shoot you an invite or 2. I'll probably send you 2 just so in case you back out or whatever. Boom boom. Duck shucks. There's 1. And there's 2. And I'm gonna go ahead and load in.
Alright.
Alright, hello and welcome everybody. We are going to Charlotte Motor Speedway tonight for that Coca-Cola 600. Usually the longest race scheduled on the schedule. However, we run a few 100% races. 200 laps tonight around the 1.5-mile track. 4 stages, which is different from just about every other race that we're going to this season. 50 laps apiece. A fuel run is about 29 laps, so they cannot make it on tires or fuel in any stage. As we now join the action live as they are heading... Are they already on a caution? Looks like they're under caution.
Yep. They just got a yellow flag on the first lap.
Alright, so caution on the first lap. Only a 13-car field here tonight. Captain Killam was on your pole. He gets those 2 extra season points, regular season points. I'm not sure what happened because we had just loaded in. That surely can't be a good start to the night. Not something that the Cup guys were looking to give an example to the Xfinity guys for.
Yeah, especially after last night's race, Xfinity had a tough time. I mean, it seemed like the first few stages were okay, but man, towards the last those last few laps, man, it just got really hairy.
All right, so here we go, back green here, still early in stage 1. Caution on the very first lap. Now we have the restart. Captain Killam in that 48 Chevrolet Camaro leading the field into 1. The 00 Gator Mike running in second. And the newcomer to the league, someone that we did not talk about in the beginning of the broadcast, Jay Harris driving in that 38 Ford Mustang. The 6 of Steve-O looking inside of him, going down into 3 and 4. Steve-O in that number 6 machine here tonight, pretty confident. Let's see if he can't hang with these guys.
Yeah, Steve-O racing him in the Xfinity Series, man. He's not afraid to put a bumper to you for sure. He's one of those guys
38's in the wall. Contact! Sharp in that 20. The 38's into somebody else again. The 88's around. Heavy damage on that 88. No caution.
Yeah, no caution at all.
Wow, so our newcomer Jay Harris involved in a racing incident. Nothing dirty there. But he was involved early here. He's got to have some damage. Let me go back to him. Oh, Jagboy's joining us tonight as well. He's in that number 10 machine.
Yeah, had a little bit of contact there with ball stick in the 13. He brushed the wall there in the front stretch, and he has dropped back.
I don't see any damage on that 38. He might be good. All right, so the 48 is still out in the lead. The 00 of Gator Mike is chasing him down, or at least trying to. The number 6 of Steve-O, your surprise, third place runner. And that number 6 Oscar Mayer Ford Mustang. Currently running third. Joe running fourth. Going to try to catch up to that Xfinity regular. Let's see who's pushing Joe at the moment. The 2 of Kevin. He's been quietly good all season, excuse me. Oh, and Joe gets out of the groove. Kevin, Joe's hard into the wall. Oh, he made contact with the 8. Oh, the 2 teammates get into it.
Oh, man.
No caution.
Guys are not going to be too happy about it. Oh, yeah, Joe. Both of them have a lot of damage, a lot of heavy front nose damage on both. You already heard in the 1 and also wasted in the 8. But wow, still no caution as Captain Killam still leads the field. We got the 20 right now of Charp going down pit road.
Well, are they already in their fuel window? Do we know how many laps we got left here?
I can't see on Killam stream at the moment. I'll tell you in a second.
Just whenever, no big deal.
But yeah, 40 laps to go. So wow, it's a real early pit stop. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it all the way on tires.
I don't think he can. I didn't test it, but I was told that the fuel... Oh, he might have blew a motor.
Oh, man.
Oh, Charp, oh, never mind. He might just be repairing the damage. It's taking a really long time. There you go. He's starting to move now. Okay. It's because usually like twitches a little bit, and then it just wasn't going anywhere, and I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, he definitely had some hard contact there, and you already heard, and also wasted. Both of those guys are going to have to just keep riding around and buy their time so they can get to pit road and go ahead and make their repairs. Hopefully they stay in the lead lap.
Well, Doc, that may or it may not be too bad of a plan from Charp there. I mean, you had heavy damage. Instead of just riding around just hoping and waiting and hoping not to go a lap down, he comes down, repairs his damage early. Of course, he's going to go a lap or probably 2 because he was down there for a while. However, 4 stages here tonight, so you're going to have plenty of times to get your lap back. I mean, what would you have done there, Doc? Would you have came in, or would you have done what Wasted and Joe are doing?
I mean, if Charp thinks that he's got, if his damage is too heavy for him to be riding around for another 40 laps, then yeah, definitely come down pit road. I mean, it's early in the race. You got plenty of time to gain that ground back. Luckily you catch an accident early, much better than catching it later in the race and when it's crunch time. So, I don't know exactly the extent of how much damage he had, but definitely probably a good idea coming down pit road this early just to kind of repair everything and get a car that can actually finish off the stage with some decent speed. But I'm just interested to see, does Wasted and you already heard, do they make a pit stop? and hope for a caution, or just hope to make it to the end of the stage?
I gotta think they're going to ride around until that fuel window's open and then come down and make their pit stop then to stay on sync with all the other drivers. Now they're going to lose a ton of time and maybe even a lap if they decide to repair their damage, but at least it'll only be one lap and they'll still be on that same schedule as all the other drivers. Charp is still going to have to pit again, so he's already 2 laps down and he's going to have to pit again, making him 3, possibly 4, depending on where he's running laps down.
Yeah, it's one of those where it's like if he was able to stay out for maybe another 10 laps, depending on the damage situation his car was having, you know, it could have been beneficial to just kind of hang out there for 10 more and be able to prevent yourself from having to make that second pit stop during the first stage. But we'll see if it works out for him as the race progresses. But
So up here,
pulling away.
So up here in the top 5, as you stated, Captain Killen's pulling away. Now, the 00 of Gator Mike is still heavily under fire from that 6 of Stevo, but a new car has joined the fight, and that's the 2 of Kevin. He was back there a little bit. He's kind of sucked up to these guys now, and he's going to try to see if he can't make a move to better his position here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Yeah, Gator Mike, you know, he's had a lot of rough luck this season, but you know, right now running really strong in that P2 position. You know, and it looks like Kevin 1.0 in that 2 machine is going to make his way underneath Stevo in the 6 to take away that 3rd spot.
And there he goes. Now he clipped the apron a little bit. He's going to give that room back to the 6. He's going to try to drive it under there. He's got his bumper.
Gator's got his hands full. He's trying to put a block here on the high line of Kelvin in the 2. Oh, he's going to give the low line to that 2 cars. He's going to make a move to the inside, going into 3, coming off of 4, and Kelvin's going to clear him.
And there goes the 2 machine, 2P2. He's going to have to try to chase down Captain Killen, who has set sails. That 00 of Gator Mike has fallen under fire from that 6 machine, as he has all stage. But now the 10 of Jag Boys joined the battle. It looks like that 00 may be on a short run strategy. Anything to add there, Doc? Do you agree, disagree?
He definitely seems to, yeah. He's being patient now. He's letting Stevo go underneath him.
They're 3 wide coming out of 4.
Wow,
oh my god! Oh, Jag Boy. That's not something you really see out of Jag Boy. Now, just a note there. That's 2 Xfinity guys involved in that 3 wide. Gator, your Xfinity commissioner, must not have been too happy to see that.
Yeah, especially after last night's race. You know, he getting pinned on the outside of that 3 wide. You know, being smart. You know, just letting those guys just go right in front of him. You know, it's too early to be too racy. You know, this is a marathon, not a sprint, especially at Charlotte with 200 laps. So Gator's just gonna avoid the chaos as much as he can. And as you were alluding to, you know, that short run speed or the short run strategy, it definitely seems like he's losing a lot of that speed that he had early on. So he might be testing something out for maybe something in the late run or late race if there's a caution or something. To hopefully have a quick 00 machine, as Kelvin actually gets into the wall going into 3, and that's gonna allow that 10 of Jagboy to actually catch up to him as he actually goes through the infield grass in the front stretch.
Well, there you go. And now that back to that 00. If there was a time for you to test anything to see if it works, it's definitely here in stage 1. Just a reminder, as he gets the wall out of 2, not too much damage, he's going to be okay. Just a reminder here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, here in the Coca-Cola 600, it is a 50% race, 200 laps, 50 laps per stage, 4 stages here tonight. The extra set of stage points up for grabs compared to a regular race. I mean, there's a lot of points on the line here tonight, and we had 12 cars who did not race tonight. That's a lot of points you're going to miss.
Yeah, this was definitely not the race to miss, especially if you're trying to get yourself into the playoffs. You know, it's one of those where there's an extra stage, you get extra points, extra stage points. You know, a lot of these guys are gonna.
Sharp at 37 made contact. They're going to be able to straighten it all out, and the 38 of Jay Harris is going to be able to catch up to that 37 of Marksman. But yeah, big points tonight. I mean, you hate to see it if you're trying to battle your way into the playoffs and then can't miss a race, especially when they're offering extra points.
No, yeah, definitely. I mean, this is basically a race and a half with those stage points in play for that extra stage. But yeah, we'll see who can take advantage of that tonight. Will it be an Xfinity guy or will it be a Cup regular? Right now, Killam is definitely making his presence felt and known, just absolutely dominating here early on.
Yeah, Captain Kilman, that 48 machine was also your pole winner, so he grabbed those 2 extra regular season points for winning the pole as well. And if everything stays the same here, he's going to be your Stage 1 winner. This 37 a Marksman. I haven't seen this paint scheme before, and I kind of like it. It's nice. It's simple. It's got the, blue and yellow. It pops. It's got the I forget his name. The peanut on the front.
Yeah, the Planner's Peanut.
Yeah, is that his actual name? My bad.
I have no idea.
It is now.
Yeah, the Planner's Peanut.
There you go.
He's just chilling here riding in the back. He's a lot of these guys just being patient early on. Doesn't seem like they're, other than that move 3 wide there with Steve-O and Jagboy and Gator, it doesn't seem like a lot of these guys are trying to push too hard. But yeah, the field's definitely spreading out. Now, Avenged, who are you looking for tonight? What driver do you believe can, or who do you think is going to win? And then also, who's a dark horse that you have in mind?
Well, it's kind of hard to bet against your points leader, Captain Killam, especially right now as he's leading the field by 3/4 of a straightaway. He's won the pole. He's in, he might win Stage 1 here. He's got a big lead. It's hard to bet against him. However, I would like to keep my attention on Jagboy in that 10. He was able to hold right on the back bumper of Max Boost just last night here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Sorry about that. Speaking of which, he's actually going down pit road right now.
Oh, Jagboy on pit road trying a little short pit. Now, he tried this last night, and it actually made up about half of a straightaway, and then the caution came out right after. But it worked. So, I mean, if the caution doesn't come out here, let's see where he cycles out at, as nobody else is going to take that option. Well, let's see as they come around here. The 48 looks like he's going to stay out.
Starting to come down.
The 2's out. The one with that damage, he's going to come down too. He made it to that fuel window. That's smart of him. Who was that, the 6th? Or no, the 00. Gator Mike on pit road. And that these other drivers are on pit road here. They all know that the fuel window is open. The 43 of Swamp got in the wall out of 2. He's going to be able to save it. That 20 of Sharp's got some heavy damage on that right side.
Yeah, he's going to need to come down again too. So, Sharp, after some early contact and some incidents there in the early goings here in Stage 1, he's definitely got his work cut out for him as the race continues. But as you said, with 3 other stages here, he might be able to get his lap back.
And pit road is heating up here. The 43 of Swamp Fox on pit road, the 37 of Marksman, the 38 of Jay Harris on pit road, and we have more cars behind him if I can cycle through it.
Yeah, the 8 of Wasted has just come down as well.
And the 13 of Ballistic. Definitely busy pit road right now. Let's cycle back through to Jag. Has Captain Killam pit yet?
I do not believe he has.
All right, so Captain Killam's staying out on that long run strategy. Now, what are the advantages of short pitting compared to what Jagboy did compared to what Captain Killam's doing now with the long run?
Yeah, Killam's coming down right now, but yeah, I mean, you get a couple more laps, on fresher tires early on in the middle of the stage, and you might be able to make up some ground depending on if you want to call for 2 tires rather than 4. But with Killam, he may not have to take as much fuel, so we'll have to see exactly how this plays out. We've got about 20 laps now in Stage 1, so Killam split it right, basically almost down the, well, not really down the middle, but he's basically going to be to the good by 9 laps, so he's going to have plenty of fuel. He's not going to have to take a full tank. And
the 48's on pit road, the 2's on pit road as well, and the 6 of Steve-O.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of these guys are going to be good to go now for the rest of the stage, and we'll see how that all cycles out.
All right. Well, I think the only car that we haven't seen come down that we believe needs to is that 20 of Sharp. He came way too early. As the 10 of Jagboy's going to make his way around the 48 in the middle of the corner. Jagboy is your new leader here at Charlotte Motor Speedway down the backstretch. Now the question is, can he hold him off? Because you may have fresher tires for those last 4 or 5 laps, but now Captain Kilman's going to have fresher tires until the end of the run.
Yeah, he might be. I think he might be a sitting duck here. But there's an advantage of short pitting right there. I mean, he gained basically a fourth of a straightaway on Killam, and then some.
So Jackboy saw that his strategy worked last night. It worked to get in front of Max Boost, and that's saying something. So he says, hey, why not in the Cup race tonight? Why not with the big boys? And it works again. Gets back Captain Kellen, but we'll see if he's able to hold them off. That 2 of Kevin also is running third. He could make a move up here as well. Joe is not running second, correct? He's lapped down with all that damage?
Yeah,
or?
I believe he's lapped down with all that damage.
I didn't know if he pulled some strategy or something.
He should be the guy to get the lucky dog here if he can just hold his position and maintain here and just kind of ride around for the rest of the stage. I believe we have like 17 laps left.
No, that's a lot of laps for Jackboy.
Yeah,
it sounds like a lot for Jackboy, and it doesn't sound like enough for Captain Killam. It's funny how it seems so different based on your perspective, but here we go. I mean, Jackboy, I haven't really seen too much of the gap closing, even though it is slowly closing here. Jackboy's going to try to hold him off with about approximately 15 laps to go here in Stage 1. Oh, the 20th Sharp is coming off pit road now. He came down to make his second stop, so he should be able to make it to the end.
Yeah. And now with Joe, or you already heard, and as well as Wasted, I believe, being a lap down from having to fix that damage on pit road, you got to think that, you know, Sharp now isn't going to be able to get a lucky dog or get a lap back, so he's really going to have to fight to just get back on the lead lap for this race. So
Joe lets Captain Killam go as he should, and now that lead is shrinking. It is getting noticeably smaller. Jackboy's still trying to... Oh, he drove it in there too hard. Brushes the wall out of 4. He's loose. He's going to have to collect it here as the 48's going to try to go on the outside of him, and he does. Looks like he's going to clear him going into 1. Oh,
that
man.
Mistake right there just screwed that strategy up. You know,
that 48 was coming anyways, but you had to be perfect if you're short pitting. You cannot make a mistake like that if you decide to short pit.
No, definitely not. I mean, Captain Killam was just licking his chops, you know, especially seeing that contact. And you got to think, was he looking a little bit too much in the rear view mirror there with the ally across the hood? You know, thinking that, okay, I got 15, 14 laps to hold this guy off, who's the points leader of the Cup Series. You know, can I do it? And lost track of his marks on the track, or was intimidated, or just somehow lost handle of the car. But
well, that old rear view mirror driving will definitely get you every time, because as long as you're looking in the back, you're not looking out what's in front of you, and that kind of seemed like what happened to him there. Joe is in a curious situation because he doesn't, and it's Joe, so he's not going to, but he's not going to race this second place car too hard because he's running in second place. However, he wants to stay as close to that 48 as possible, because if that 48 puts another car a lap down, Joe needs to pass that lap car as well, because then he's not going to be in the lucky dog position.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, he's got to try to use the draft here of Jackboy, and just try to kind of stay up here at the front of the pack without having anybody get that lucky dog snatched away from him.
All right, just whenever you can on the stream. How many laps we got left?
We're gonna have 10 to go here at the line.
So 10 to go. Oh, Jackboy got in the wall again. Now that 2 machine is starting to stalk down that 10. Sorry, I'm flipping through the field here. Not really too many races for positions.
No, not at all. The field is really spread out, especially with there being a decrease in drivers for tonight's race. But a lot of those early wrecks have really caused the field to spread out as well.
So we got Captain Killam, your pole winner, currently leading the field here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, still in Stage 1. Running P2 is Jackboy for the moment. Running
P2 a little bit on the backstretch, and Kelvin's going to go ahead and take that position in the 2 car.
So Kevin in the 2 takes that P2 position away. Running third is that 10 of Jackboy. Running fourth is Gator Mike. He showed that he was strong on the short run, maybe not so much on the long run. And currently running fifth, if I'm correct, is that 6 of Steve-O, the Xfinity guy. Now that 20 is a lap down. That 20 is not for position. He's on fresher tires. Now this 43, I'm not sure if this is for position or not. There might be Steve-O versus Swamp back here.
I believe it is. I believe Swamp Fox is now finding his way in the picture against Steve-O, and so it'll be interesting to see how both of these guys race each other. Steve-O's more the aggressive type. Swamp, he can be aggressive, but he also can play nice, so to speak. So, you know, towards the end of the stage, it'll be interesting. You know, it's go time. These guys want to get themselves in at least fifth spot so they can go ahead and get some stage points, even though they're not racing for points since they're in the Xfinity. But these guys want to prove that they can ride in the Cup Series and finish well. So it'll be interesting to see how both of these guys race each other.
And it's for bragging rights, right? Because I mean, we see them, at least now it's friendly chirping, but we've seen chirping back and forth in Discord all season long. A little bit of bragging rights on the line here between that 6 and that 43. Steve-O in the 6, Swap Fox in the 43.
Yeah.
How many laps we got left? Sorry.
I believe we're gonna have 7 to go.
7 to go at the line?
I believe so.
Alright, we're assuming 7 to go here at Stage 1 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. This mile-and-a-half long track. Captain Killam's currently your leader. He's also won the pole. He got those 2 extra regular season points. This is a long race. This is a long stage. This feels like 2 stages combined into 1 stage.
Yeah, I mean with the extended stage and you know, basically 50 laps a stage, you know, it's a lot of pit strategy is going to have to be used tonight. So.
Oh. Well, that's for sure. And I gotta ask, do you think any fatigue is going to come into play later tonight?
Thumbs, you know, everything starts to ache, you know.
Yeah, especially with these Xfinity guys that just ran 100 laps last night, or however many they ran.
You got to think that they're going to be a little tired towards the late runnings in this race. So, but I think they can handle it. They'll be all right.
All right, well, I'm assuming 5 to go here. Captain Kilman's got himself a nice little lead over that number 2 of Kevin, running P2. And then Jackboy's falling off a little bit. He's running P3. Joe is that first car lap down back there. That black car that you see, Jackboy hard to the wall again, but he's going to be able to save it. He's getting really tight back there.
Yeah, he's having a tough time with that 10. He's having a tough time in the corner. I don't know if he tried to make a pit adjustment, tried to tighten her up or something, but he's definitely going to have to make that adjustment on pit road at the end of the stage.
So 4 to go here. I'm assuming 4 to go here at Charlotte Motor Speedway here in Stage 1. Now, we're coming across 2 lap cars here that Captain Kilman is going to pass as long as he doesn't make a mistake. Now, this is big for Joe in that one machine that you already heard, that one Chevrolet Camaro, Chip Ganassi Racing, Monster Energy, whatever other description you want to give it. As the 13, a ball stick goes a lap down, and now the 48 has his sights set on the 8. Now, Joe is going to have to try and catch these guys if he wants the lucky dog.
Yeah, and Joe's kind of falling back here as Kevin in that 2 is kind of pulled away.
And the 8 lets the leader go. So now the 8 is a lucky dog.
I believe so, yes. Yeah, both of these guys, ball stick as well as wasted. The 8 and the 13, they're gonna be battling it out here with these last few laps. A lot of battles for position. You know,
is this 3 to go?
This is now 2.
2 to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Joe's going to be able to catch those next 2 cars a lap down there, which is a shame. He battled back through some damage here early on in Stage 1. Try to stay that first car lap down, try to get to his lap back after this stage break here, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen unless they take each other out. They just might. Who knows?
So it seems like Killam's actually coming down for stage win right now. This is the last lap. They're lagging on. So he's gonna get the stage victory. It looks like Kelvin's gonna get second place, and then you're also gonna have Wasted getting the lucky dog as a result. And so that's gonna hurt Ballstick and Joe. You know, being a lap down, they're gonna have to try to find a way to get their lap back here in the second stage.
All right, so we got a couple Xfinity guys here in the top 5. As you've already stated, Captain Killam won the stage. Kevin finishing P2. P3, was it Jagboy? Jagboy held on to P3, correct?
Correct, yes. Jagboy held on to P3.
And then P4, I believe, is Gator. This is all jumbled up. But P4, I believe Gator held on to P4. And then P5, was that Steve-O and the number 6 machine?
Yeah, Steve-O took 5th place, and then Swamp, you know, another Xfinity regular, taking 6th. So, yeah, sorry about that. It looks like Captain Killam's stream or whatnot on my laptop. It's a little bit slower than what I'm seeing on the in-live race. So, yeah. I had to try to catch up there.
Yeah, the stream is always delayed just a little bit. I guess a lap's worth. How long does it take to get around here? 20-some seconds?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess so.
So I guess it's delayed 20-some seconds.
But we should be all good now.
All right, so stage 2 here, Charlotte Motor Speedway. We have our pole winner, our stage 1 winner, Captain Kelman, that 48 machine, leading the field to the green as they cross the start-finish line here. The 00 of Gator Mike has got to get to the bottom. Charlotte Motor Speedway is not known for having a high lane. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to clear the 2 of Kevin here, and he's not. Kevin's going to be able to stick his nose into there and keep it going. They're 3 wide back here, the 88 in the wall.
Yeah, crunch right in the wall. That's 2 stages in a row. He's just, caught some bad luck.
Well, they're going to stay green here, and the 6 of Steve-O diving it down below the 00. He's going to take away P3, and the number 2 machine of Kevin. Oh, my screen, it looked like he was there. The 2 machine still battling that 48, and the 6 of Steve-O's trying to stick his nose into the party, and he's going to stay behind that too.
Out of nowhere, and Swamp's going underneath as well. Swamp Fox on that 43. He's going to try to take away 5th spot back there on that inside as they're 2 wide on back.
A couple of aggressive moves here on the restart, all clean. I'm not sure exactly why or how that 88 got in the wall, but he did. He's probably got some right side damage. He's lagging behind the field. But still, Captain Killam, he's led just about every lap here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. He's leading another one now. Oh, that 2 of Kevin could have dive bombed it in on him there, but he decided not to. Probably smart decision still early on in the race. The 43 is way out of the groove back there. He was driving that 20 a sharp. They're all going to be able to straighten it out. Oh, that 6 of Steve-O drove it in hard. Made a little bit of contact with the 2. Kevin cannot be happy about that move. And then right behind Steve-O is the Xfinity commissioner, the 00 of Gator Mike, watching his hatchling drive the Cup Series regular. Pretty aggressive here early on.
He's going to go on the inside now of Steve-O and try to take away that spot. Oh, and he gives him a little bit of contact there.
Maybe that was a little bit of warning shot there for this Xfinity guy. Like, hey, calm yourself down now a little bit. You know, you're not racing for points here. Oh, we had a little bit of contact back here. Looks like the 8, no. Yeah, it looks like the 8 put a little bit of a bumper to the 43.
Yeah, the 43 of Swamp Fox and Wasted here are side by side, and it looks like
the 38 missed the corner. They're 3 wide. The 13 is going to take advantage of that. Swamp. Yeah, I think he missed the corner. That was not a good entry there.
Yeah, Jay Harris in that 38 just slid up the track a little bit and got in the swamp, put him in the wall, and ball stick in that.
Oh, the 88 dumps him. The 88 moves. He didn't dump him. He moved him out of the way.
Oh, and Swamp hit the wall there coming out of 4. So Crunch is going to go ahead and take advantage of that on the inside.
Lieutenant Crunch is on a mission. You know he's got to be frustrated with that early on contact, and now he is taking no prisoners as he's trying to make his way back up the field. Now, I will say there's 2 guys in here that I really wouldn't want to see them getting into each other, and that's got to be the 43 of Swamp and that 38 of Jay Harris. They're both can be fiery. Yes, they're back 3 wide back here. Oh, they save it. Oh my goodness, I don't know how they saved it there.
You already heard in that 1 there. You know, he gave Gator in the 00 a little bit of a nudge to the inside or the back bumper, and it forced him to go back and force the 3 wide on. But wow, look at Steve-O. Steve-O trying to battle his way back against Gator here. And Joe trying to give him the bumper as well.
So Joe, I'm assuming, is still a lap down. He was not the lucky dog, but he's racing up here with these guys. He's got to try to keep his position up here. I think he's battling that 20. That 20 could be multiple laps down. I don't know because I don't have a ticker. Thanks 704 Games. That one machine, he's got to stay as close as the front as he can, but I don't see any lap cars in front of him, so I believe he is the lucky dog if the caution were to come out.
And Steve-O right now making a move on the inside on the backstretch on Gator Mike in the 00. He's going to
and the 1's going to follow him. The 1's going to follow him down into the bottom there. Oh, the 6 come up the track maybe a little bit too early. Oh, and he barely clears him off the corner. Oh, wow. I wonder. Oh, they're 3 wide. The 20 of Sharp.
Oh, contact
my
between
goodness.
the 10 and the 37 Marksman as well as Jagboy, both of them. Some contact going into 1.
Wow, a little bit aggressive driving here in stage 2. It's still very early. Reminder, there's 4 stages here tonight here in our Coca-Cola 600. Oh, as we were looking at all of that, the 2 machine of Kevin took the lead away from the 48. Oh, man.
Where did he come from?
Oh, I apologize for missing that pass. I wish I would have seen it.
Yeah, holy cow. He came out of... He freaking stalked him and ran him down. Wow. That's a power move by that, too.
the two of Kevin. I mean, he was pretty confident here. He likes Charlotte Motor Speedway. He won the first stage in the All-Star Shootout. So he knows how to get around this track, and he's showing you that he knows how to get around here. So he went down at the stage break, made his adjustments, and it looks like it's working out for him here early on in stage 2.
Definitely, but kill him right now. He wants that P1 back. He's gonna try to go ahead and get right up to the back bumper of Kevin here in that 2 machine coming off of 2 into the backstretch.
Guys, that was a good looking corner from Kevin there. Nice and smooth on the bottom, no bobbles. As it looks like Joe's going to take away, well, never mind, he's a lap down, but he's taking away the 3rd position on the track.
Wow, and these guys are still battling. They're 2 wide on back with Joe, and then also
the 6 is in the wall.
Oh, they get in the wall.
Oh, the 20's giving them. Gave him no room. Oh, the 10 and the 20. Oh, they're 3 wide. Where did the 88 come from?
Crunch is on a mission. That 88 is, after getting involved in 2 early wrecks in both stages, he's flying through the field. That guy's got a rocket ship underneath him. He's making his way up to the front.
That 88 Lieutenant Crunch, he was well behind the field there after he got into the outside wall to start stage 2. And now he's back up here to, well, Joe doesn't count, so he's back up here to 4th place. Neither does Sharp. Well, I'm sorry, not right now. He's a lap down. Well, neither does Sharp, so the 88's back up to P3.
Yeah, he needs to make his way around
wow.
these guys and get some ground made up on these leaders.
And while they're back here battling, the first 2 guys have taken off. They are all straightaway away. But this 88 of Lieutenant Crunch, once again, taking no prisoners, like you're saying. He makes his way past the 1, and now he's got his eyes set on the multiple lap down car, the 20 of Sharp. That 37 of Marksman hanging tough up here.
Yeah, look at Marksman in that 37, that Planner's Nutmobile.
Yeah, chasing the nut.
Yeah, man, he's been having a little bit of bad luck, recently, and tonight he's showing that he's hanging up here with the top of the class. So.
And right behind that nut machine is the wiener machine. It gets it to the wall. The wiener's in the wall. The 00 Gator Mike's going to take advantage, and the 10 of Jaguar's going to follow right behind him.
Yeah, the nuts are going to pull away there from the wiener. And,
yeah, it looks like it.
Damn.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, there's a lot of great racing back here. Oh, they're going to go 3 wide, it looks like, again.
Oh, and for the lead, the 48's making his way past the 2 machine. He's down below, but Kevin making that high lane work somehow here in Charlotte. He's hanging pretty tough. They are side by side coming off of 4, and they are still bumper to bumper, door to door as they cross the start-finish line. I don't even know who led that lap there. The 48's going to have the preferred line going into 1. You would think he would clear him here, but Kevin made that high lane work in 3 and 4. That was interesting to see.
He gets some. 48 gets him off that corner on that low line, and is able to make the pass for P1. We'll see if Kevin has anything for him here, as the laps dwindle. But he's also going to go. I thought he was going to get to his inside there.
Well, that bottom lane around here is definitely the preferred lane here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. But Kevin made at least hung with him here in 3 and 4. That'd be interesting to see. If he could do it again, or even make it faster. If he can make it faster and he can pass people on the outside, watch out. As they lock bumpers down the backstretch. My goodness. Kevin just seems to be able to hug that bottom smoother than Captain Killam, as they are still locked bumpers across the start-finish line as they head into 1. Let's see what happens here. I got to give credit to this 48. He's not letting that 2 machine get in his head. He's still running his line. He's still confident. He's still patient. And he's still running fast laps. So that 2 machine is all over the back bumper of him.
Yeah, you got to think, with tire wear, who's got the advantage, as far as the modifications that they made in the stage.
The 2 of Kevin looks down inside. I think he's got his bumper. I think he's there.
Yeah, I think he's there.
Kevin's there. He's going to have the inside going into 1. This is for the lead. Kevin making another strong move around the 48. Is he going to? He cleared him off. No, he didn't. He's not clear. He's not clear. Don't go up, Kevin. Don't go up. There we go. So he's going to have the preferred line into 3, and the 48 is just going to have to arc it in there and hope he gets a run off of 4.
Yeah, most of these guys, they're just swapping. It's a dog fight. And it looks like Killam's still going to be able to be at that quarter panel of the 2. Going into 1, he's still side by side with the 2 on the outside. Wow.
Yeah, they're
That car is
battling
so
hard
fast,
up here. They got the two-car battle up here for the lead, and they are not pulling any punches. But we just saw there the 48 made the high lane work around 3 and 4. So that might be something. I mean, shoot, there might be a little bit of a maybe a middle lane. Maybe we shouldn't call it a high lane, but maybe a little bit of a middle. Oh, the two's on the wall hard. Oh, what a mistake.
No,
what a
take
mistake.
that position right away from him.
He doesn't lose too much ground. As long as he don't have any damage, he's still in the draft. This battle might not be over. How many laps to go do we have here in stage 2?
Looks like around 27. We got 27 laps to go.
Oh, so we are in the fuel window. We might see some takers here soon.
Yeah, I'd say probably within the next 5 to 7 laps, you're going to see a lot of cars starting to head down pit road. It'll be interesting to see who wants to short pit, who wants to come down early and grab some fuel and some tires.
Now, Gator, who was strong early on in this race, has fallen pretty far back here. I'm not sure if maybe the car went away from him or everybody made adjustments where he decided to stay the same. But he's running back here in front of Swamp. Is that the 6 of Stevo? Did he fall off even farther? Oh, the 6 of Stevo's got some damage. I wonder if he got into the outside. Maybe him and the 00 got into it a little bit.
Yeah, they could have.
We missed it.
Had some sort of run in. As we were looking at the leaders, with both these guys, just trading blows. Oh, and Gator Mike is actually going to come down pit road right now.
So your first car down on pit road here in stage 2 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. He's going to try that short pit strategy, make up some ground on the guys in front of him as he comes down. I'm assuming he's going to have to take 4, right?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I would take 4 here if I'm Gator. And you also have to think, if he did get a run in with Stevo there in that 6, how much damage does he possibly have? How much time would he need to repair? And it also looks like the 10 of Jagboy is now going to make his way down pit road.
So the short pitter himself, Jagboy 66821, makes his way down pit road in that 10 machine. That's so awkward.
Yeah, right.
The 13 of Ball Stick down pit road.
Oh, yes. And a Ball Stick's down pit road. Let's see.
See if we can't get Gator Mike here, if I can find him. There he is. He's coming off pit road now.
Also, it looks like Crunch just went down pit road.
I wonder how much time he's picked up. Now, Crunch, that's interesting because he was running P3 here, and he's going to be able to pit before our first and second place finishers. He might make up some ground, maybe get in that draft.
Yeah, Swamp Fox is going to go down with him, too. So both of these guys, are going to have each other kind of coming off pit road. The draft isn't going to make that much of a difference, but we'll see how it works out for both of these guys as they make their green flag pit stop.
And here comes the 10 of Jagboy coming off pit road with that 00 of Gator Mike stalking him off of turn 2. It looks like he's going to have enough momentum to get him going into 3. Well, actually, he's going to be on the outside here. The 10 of Jagboy's going to be able to hold the position. Nope, he lets Gator go.
No, yeah, Gator's going to go. That high line in 3 and 4, that mid line, as you said, it actually really does work here at Charlotte. The low line in 1 and 2 is the real preferred line. But in 3 and 4, you can get away with going on the top side a little bit.
It seems like it.
Come off pit road.
The 88 is off of pit road. I want to see where he cycles back through. That one's going to be interesting. Like you said, that 37 of Mark's on pit road. 38 of J.A. Harris is on pit road. And we're back here with your front runners. Oh, that 48 of Captain Killen pulled away from the 2. You got to think that 2 has got to pit here soon.
20 sharp into the wall hard.
Oh, is it going to be a caution?
Into the backstretch. It doesn't look like it. It's a single car accident.
The 2 of Kevin coming down pit road. He's going too fast. He's going to have to slow it up. Oh, I think he might have just got barely under speed. I think he might have got it. Oh, made me nervous.
Yeah, we'll have to see if he actually gets a speeding penalty or not. But yeah, Charp adding more and more problems for his night. He hit that inside wall hard on the backstretch, and he's going to have to come in to repair that damage.
Oh, the 48 of Captain Killen coming down pit road now. He's currently your race leader. Now, Charp, just a reminder, he hasn't been able to play the game at all. He's been out on a barge or a ship or something out there in Louisiana, Mississippi, and whatnot, looking for oil. So, I mean, he might be a little bit rusty here, and the rust may be coming through just a little bit.
Yeah, I couldn't really see there if there was any contact. It just seemed like he made a dead left into the wall. There could have been some door banging there down the backstretch, and he got the worst end of it.
Oh, now here we go. The 2 of Kevin's coming off pit road. He's still getting up to speed. And that third place car, the 88 of Lieutenant Crunch, is going to pass him on the outside. Now that's what happens when you short pit. I think it was only a 2-lap difference. But look at all the ground that he made up on that 2 machine and then passing him. Let's see where it comes out compared to that 48. That's what I need to find. Let me get back to that 48.
48's coming off right now.
All right, I got him. Oh, it's the 88 Lieutenant Crunch is stalking him. He's coming to the corner. He's going to get him.
He's going to get him too.
Oh my goodness! Look at Lieutenant Crunch. He's on a mission. He is not playing around with anybody here tonight. And that 2 of Kevin's going to get the 48 as well.
Yeah, Kevin's going to get him. That's unbelievable. That's a heck of a freaking short pit by that 88, especially after getting into the wall early in this stage, making his way through the field and powering his way up to P1.
I'm showing some damage on that 48 machine on my stream. I'm sure he may have been able to fix it because he's just now coming off pit road. But when did he get damage?
It looked like on pit road for some reason he ran into the back of another car. I think.
Okay.
I don't know if it was a game or 704 games problem or something, but I think that might be the reason for the damage. But I don't know if it actually is.
It's actually damage. Yeah, well, let's hope not. Let's hope that, the game didn't penalize him for no reason. So this 2 of Kevin's all over the back bumper. This 88. Now the Kevin is on newer tires, but on even newer tires is that 48 of Captain Killam. If Kevin wants to take the lead, hold off the 48, he's going to have to take that lead very quickly because that 48 does not care what position that 2 machine is in. He is just going for blood.
Yeah, all 3 of these guys now. It's crazy to think how that 88, after having such a large lead for the 48 and the 2, basically separating themselves from the entire field, how that 88 has been able to close that entire gap. As he gets in the grass, actually, in the front stretch, that 88.
Well, just remember, he had some damage here to start off the stage, and he fell all the way to last place of the lead lap cars, and now he's leading the stage with no cautions. Had no caution help. It was just a pit stop.
Yeah, he's going to have to hold these guys off. As Kevin's going to go to the inside of that 88, he's going to make a move. He's going to make a move. Oh, looks like there could have been a little bit of contact. That 48's going to get underneath, and they're going to try to freight train him.
Oh, and there they go. So now it's back between that 2 machine and the 48 of Captain Killam as he clears the 88 just barely as they enter into 1. Oh, the 88 puts a little bit of bumper to the 48.
Sure does. Yeah, they got 15 to go here, so it's going to be quite racy here to get some stage points.
So here we go. 15 to go at the line. Is it 15 at the line or 14 at the line?
15 at the line. Oh, it's going to be 14 to go.
14 laps to go here in stage 2. This kind of reminds me a little bit of that stage 1 battle between Jagboy, who's short pit, and then that 48 kind of caught him and ended up passing him. But that 2 is holding pretty strong here. Let's hope he doesn't make another mistake like he did a little bit earlier in this stage. Speaking of Jagboy, he's currently running P4.
Oh, wow.
He's holding his own.
He sure is.
And I think that's Gator Mike back to P5.
Gator Mike, yep, Gator Mike in P5.
Oh, the 48 got underneath the 2. He's going to try to make that move at the start-finish line. He's at his door. They're going to go into 1. The 48 is going to have the preferred line. And the 88 is going to try to take advantage of that as well as he is now at the bumper of the 2. Oh, he's at the door. The 2 is trying to make that outside lane work here in turns 1 and 2 as he's going to be able to clear that 88 down the backstretch, suck up that draft of the 48, and head into 3.
And that 88, he's come a long way to get to where he is right now in the stage, and he wants as many stage points as he could possibly get. So he's going to be trying to get that 2, trying to close that gap, hopefully be able to close in on Killam as well.
Goodness, it feels like I've been talking up here for 3 hours already, and we're still in stage 2.
We're not even halfway done with this race, man. It's unbelievable.
We're still in stage 2, and this is the 50% race. I saw a little bit of whisperings going on in the chat this morning that they were wanting a 100% race.
Oh man, we're not
I might have had to tap out on that one.
Yeah. As it looks like back in the fact. Oh, there's going to be some contact between the 43 of Swamp Fox and also the 36 of Jay Harris, or 38 of Jay Harris. Both of them getting into some contact on the front stretch. Swamp hit the wall coming off of 4. So we'll have to see if that was some payback. If that was, then that 8 is actually going to pass him here on the high side. And it looks like 88 Lieutenant Crunch going to the inside of 2 of Kevin. And both of them are going to make contact coming off of
Oh, the 2 in the wall hard.
Yeah, they're going to bounce off each other, and that 88 is going to take away that second spot. But, you know, you got to think Killam's looking in that rear view mirror saying, hey, guys, keep battling. You know, I'm going to keep pulling away. As he's now got a sizable lead on that 88.
For sure. Nobody else is happier in the Charlotte-Mecklenburg area than Captain Killam seeing these second and third place cars battle it out back here. Now, this 88 is on a mission. He had a little bit of contact here to start the stage, fell all the way to the back of the lead lap cars, and then he just started picking them off one by one. Next thing you know, he took the lead. Didn't hold it off too long with that 48 now in the lead. But this 2 machine's battling back. He's going to try to make this little middle groove here work on this 88.
Yeah, all 3 of these guys, the 48, the 88, and 2, obviously they've been the class of the field tonight. But it just seems like all of them, you know, just the one little mistakes are what's going to cost them a win tonight. It's cost them some stage wins. For the 88 and the 2. So far, it seems that 88, you know, it's going to be tough for him to be able to catch up to Killam as the laps are dwindling. But, you know, it seems like all 3 of these guys have a car that can win it. As that 2 of Kelvin's going to try to look on the inside here. Oh, he's going to go back to the outside. Oh, as the 88 gets actually some grass on the infield grass, the 2's going to go to the high side going into 1. He's going to try to make this pass. I don't think he's going to be able to make it work, though, because that 88 is in the preferred low line.
Oh, a little bit of contact there. The 2's back in the wall. Oh, save it. Whew.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's...
Oh, you hate to see that there. There was some hard racing going on between the 2.
It's going to be hard for Kevin to make up that ground now.
At 10, the Jag Boy's starting to stalk him out a little bit, but he short pit pretty early, so I think his tires are starting to wear down. I don't know if he's got anything to catch these guys. Same with the double zero Gator Mark. He pit pretty early as well. Now back here in the pack, that 38 of Jay Harris made his way past that 37 machine as they head off into 1.
Yeah, we're gonna have 6 to go here, so.
Oh wow! So stage 2.
We'll see if that 2 can. I'm sorry about that. Go ahead, Ed.
No, it's the last winding down here. But I just noticed. That's why I started talking. I changed the camera angle. Jay Harris is running P6. It seemed like he was in a lot of contact here tonight, but he's currently running P6.
Yeah, him and Swamp got into it a little bit earlier, but he's been able to keep himself around the mid-pack, the middle of the field all night. Some of these other guys, you know, Jag Boy, you know, he's been running up in the top of the pack tonight. You got Steve-O in the 6. He's sitting here behind Swamp, but we'll see if that 2 can run down that 88 a crunch with only about 5 to go here. Excuse me, 4 to go. So we'll see if those 4 laps are going to serve him well or if it's a little too late.
All right, so 3 to go at the line here for Stage 2 in the Coca-Cola 600 in the North American eRacing League. We got the 48 of Captain Killam. Here's your pole winner. He won Stage 1, and if everything goes right here in these next 3 laps, he's going to win Stage 2 as well. Now, just a reminder here in the Coca-Cola 600, there are 4 stages, so a whole extra set of stage points up for grabs tonight. After we finish Stage 2 here, we'll roll on into Stage 3. And then we'll have a final Stage 4. Whoever wins that one wins the race. 2 to go as soon as that 48 makes his way back to the line. Let's see if we got a battle for second. Did they get... Oh! Gator Mike blew a motor.
Yeah, I'm seeing Gator Mike on pit road. What's going on with him?
Oh, Gator. He's not even budging like he pit. Gator Mike. Blew a motor. That Chevrolet Camaro did not hold on.
No, it didn't.
All right, so 1 to go here to sort out Stage 2 as he's looking at ball stick. I don't think he'll get him. Where's our second place runner? There he is. Lieutenant Crunch looks like he's going to hold off that 2 machine. Looks like Lieutenant Crunch is going to take P2 away. And then the 2 machine of Kevin's going to take away P3. Now, somebody that took advantage of that, well, Jackboy in P4, somebody took advantage of that Gator lag out. Is that Jay Harris now going to take up P5?
I believe so. I believe that 38, Jay Harris, is going to be able to take away that P5, but don't look down.
Oh, as he gets out, he gets it to the outside wall. The 37 is going to take advantage. Keegan and that nut machine takes away P5 away from Jay Harris as they are on their final lap here in Stage 2. Jay Harris has got a run on the outside. Let's see if he tries to pull anything here going into 3. This is probably your only battle for positions, or at least for stage points.
Oh,
And he's not
definitely.
gonna.
That's a huge pass too.
He's not gonna
By
be able
Marksman.
to. So Marksman pulls away a
Marksman's
stage
gonna
point.
get that spot.
And now, fun fact: Marksman Keegan has got more stage points than Mr. Williams.
Oh man. Shots fired.
I only said that because I hope he's listening. That's the only reason.
I know somebody who is listening. You got someone who's watching this race is Draven64.
Draven!
Our good old buddy Draven. The man, the myth, the legend.
Oh, man. Look, he won so much, I had to start charging him rent, and apparently it was too much, so we went ahead and left. I think I charged him too much.
Yeah, that Ford Draven, man.
He's fast. He won 3 races there in, the first 6 races?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. A heck of a talented driver. You know, hopefully he can get the car started and join us back here in the NARL Cup Series.
Yeah, for sure.
Enough,
maybe the sponsor money ran out.
Yeah, he's a heck of a driver, heck of a talent for the league.
Oh, for sure.
We're going to go ahead and start stage 3, it looks like. Crunch is going to go ahead and be on the inside.
So Lieutenant Crunch somehow gets in front of that 48. Maybe that 48 did have a little bit of damage. He had to stay down pit road there to repair it because it looks like a nice, shiny, new Chevrolet Camaro now, but it cost him a spot. And it's going to cost him 2 spots because the Kevin and the number 2 machine is going to make his way past him on the inside. The 88 Lieutenant Crunch playing no games here tonight, currently leading the field coming out of 4. He's going to lead a lap coming to the line.
Yeah, Kevin on that inside. Jackboy's going to go ahead and take that 4th spot, and then you're going to have Jay Harris in that 38 running off your top 5. But as they're all starting to get single file, we're going to see if anybody tries to make a move, tries to be too aggressive early on, or if they kind of be a little patient here as they grow closer. As Jagboy in the 10 actually hits the backstretch wall. So the 38 of Jay Harris is going to try to go ahead on the inside in turn 3 and take that position away for 4th.
And there he goes, making that move. He is going to clear him off of 4. But I got to say here, something that we really haven't seen all year, a lot of Fords here in your top 5. The Ford drivers has kind of been slacking off a little bit this year. It's pretty much been dominated by the Chevrolets.
Yeah, it's been a lot of the fast Chevys up front, as Bros likes to say. You know, there's a lot of fast Chevys up here, but the Fords, you know, these guys are really starting to show speed. That 2 car of Kelvin's kind of leading that Ford stable, as he's trying to battle both Crunch and kill him here for 2nd and 1st.
Now I gotta say they did lose a stallion in that Ford camp.
Did.
And Draven, as we the 48 got loose, a little bit of contact. Nobody's losing speed here. The 2's going to be able to make past the 48. The 38 of Jay Harris stalking back here in P4, just hoping another mistake happens that he's going to capitalize if so.
Yeah, he's going to be patient. He's just got to stay in the draft of the 48 and just hold his line and keep hitting his marks, and he'll find his way through the front. But as you know, these guys are racing really hard back here, you know, for 6th through basically 10th. A lot of 2-wide racing, a lot of, seems like some door banging going on. You're going to have Jagboy here on the inside. He's going to get back in line. And
Charp 20 dives it underneath the Jay Harris, and they make contact. They both keep it out of the wall, but I think Charp, and I could be wrong, I think Charp is still 1 lap down here, so him battling these leaders a little peculiarly. I can't say the word. I thought I could. I went in there with too much confidence. Peculiar.
Yeah,
how about that?
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Because Marksman and Bolt Stevo are going to get into it coming off of 2, and the 10 of Jagboy is actually going to take advantage of that. Is that Wienermobile in the 6? He's going to fall all the way back to the back of the field because of that contact and because of hitting that wall. Yeah, that's what happens. Side-by-side racing, it seems like a lot of these issues are coming with these guys coming off of 2 and that low line, you know, kind of getting a little tight, bumping the guy on the outside and putting him in that fence, and it backs up the whole field, or it really, you know, screws some guys over. We saw that with Crunch in both stages, but he was able to overcome that issue and worked his way up to the front.
And now the 48 has made his way around the number 2 machine. He's now currently running P2. He's going to have to set his sights on Lieutenant Crunch, as I think you're about to hint to. He set sail.
Yep. He sure did. He sure set sail. Yeah, he's flying, man. That 88 is hooked up tonight, and the 48 and the 2 have something for him. But the more they battle, the more that 88 pulls away. And that one car, if you already heard, is starting to make his way up through the field. I'm not sure if he's a lap down or not right now, but if after that stage completion, but we'll have to see. We'll have to keep an eye on that one because I think that he might also have something for these guys if he can get himself on the lead lap.
Oh, contact between the 20 and the 38. That's not the first time we've seen that here tonight. So that's going to be interesting Discord chat a little bit later on as the 43 turns the 38.
Yeah, both of these guys have been really getting on.
38
really
hard contact. 38 hard contact. He's just now going to be able to get it spun back up and take back off. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but we do know the 20 and the 38 made contact. And as the 38 was still trying to get back up to speed, the 43 got into the back of him going into one, spun him completely around. I think the 38 kept it off the wall. Could be wrong, but he's running dead last of the lead lap cars.
Yeah, it's that 20's been through a lot tonight. Sharp's been through a lot with getting caught up in wrecks and being multiple laps down after having a couple of spins. So he's got some tensions high right now. His blood's boiling, and so he's out for blood. He's just thinking about getting back through the field, getting some laps back, and fighting for a good finish. But man, that 48 has actually seemed to be closing that gap a little bit on that 88, I believe.
It does look like that gap is getting a little bit smaller. Now that one machine is going to have to make his way around the 20 of Sharp. I still think that Sharp went like 3 or 4 laps down there in stage 1. I'm not sure he's had the opportunity to make all those laps back up. I'm assuming he's still a lap or 2 down.
I think he's still 3. I think he might be 3 laps down at the moment.
So for him to be racing these lead lap cars this tough is a little... I'm not going to try that word again. Strange. It's a little strange. All right, so that 48 is definitely trying to catch that 88 here. I think he might be in the draft. If not, he's close to getting it. And then once you hit that draft, you're going to suck right up to the back of the car in front of you with these big-ass spoilers.
Yeah, there's some giant-ass spoilers, man. I'll tell you something, man. That 48, he's on a mission now. He's going to try to claw his way back. You got that 2 of Kevin who's just sitting patient. He's doing the same thing, just riding the 48's wake. And you've got that 10 of Jag Boy, behind the 1 of You Already Heard and the 20 of Sharp. He's just going to stay in this 3-pack and try to work his way up to catch these 3 at the front.
Now, I gotta say, I saw it a little bit in the background here, so I wasn't aimed right on him, so I could be wrong. But that one car was underneath that 20. But that 20 keeps battling him very hard. It's right there. I'm not going to say quite blocked, but he goes down, takes the lane away from the 1. And if that 20 is a couple laps down, I know I've already said it a couple times, but I don't. It's not exactly the correct way to race, right, Doc? Or
well, I mean, Joe, I believe, in the 1 is he's going to let him go ahead here on the inside as that 1 looks like he's going to make the pass on that 20. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure why the 20's doing that.
Jack Boy got loose.
Oh, Jack Boy
got gonna be able to save it. He had to let out there, which I'm glad he did because he could have collected both cars.
That was a heck of a save by that 10, but yeah, as you said, that. Definitely, if you're 3 laps down, let the guy pass. You would hope that they would. Don't hold up the guy behind you if he's got a chance for a spot or a shot at a win.
Oh, and as he's making contact with the 10, what are you doing, 20? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the 20 is going to go right through around an infield grass. That 10 is no.
Oh, we got the 10 through the air. The 10 just died. Wow. Oh, Jag Boy's dead. Oh, rip.
Yeah, Jag Boy's done. See ya. Yep.
Is that a caution? Oh, it's a caution. All right, well, at least it brought out a caution. All right, so we get to line them up and go at it again. That 48 was catching that 88 there before this caution came out, but now they'll just line it right back up.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. We'll have to see who takes advantage or who gets the luck.
And I've got ourselves a little treat here tonight. It's not very often that we get to talk with the driver that blows a motor mid-race. But I got a little message on the Discord saying to send him an invite, so maybe he'll join us here for the rest of the race. As we go back green after that caution there, an ugly-looking caution, started with the 20 and the 10, as the 48 of Captain Caleb's going to lead this field to turn 1. Now, it looks like they both, him and the 2 machine, passed that 88 on pit road. I'd be curious to see if they only took 2 or somehow made their way around it. Gator Mike joins the party.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Now, I see your low-budget engine did not hold on tonight. What happened?
Well, you know, there I was, cruising around with a top 5 car. About 2 laps to go in stage 2, so I was going to get a stage point because I was running 5th. And, lost connection.
Yes, you did. Sometimes that happens to some of these smaller... Probably ran that motor. It just gave away tonight, huh?
It did indeed, and it's very disappointing because I had a really good car.
So next season, are you going to be looking to move to a team with a little bit more financial stability?
I'll let you know here in about a week.
Alright, so the 48 of Captain Kilm still in the lead here. A1, your pole, stage 1 and stage 2. The 88 of Lieutenant Crunch is currently on a mission. He's currently P2. Joe got his lap back. He's battling Kevin for P3.
Yeah.
We got a car in the outside wall here. Oh, we got a wreck happening. Oh, my goodness. Oh, the 37, the 47. We got a car wrecked up pit road, the 13 of Ballstick.
Yeah, the
no caution.
The 43 involved the 13 of Ballstick, and then that 37 of Marksman.
Excuse me, the 43, not the 47.
And you already heard is going to make that pass on Kevin in that 2, so he's going to go ahead and take away P3, and he's going to make a move to the inside of Crunch here in that 88.
Oh wow!
He's going to try to go ahead and take away second.
What a power move that one machine just gave on that 88 down in turn 3 and 4. That you can see that 88 did not take to it kindly as he's coming down into turn 1. That's going to mess up his line here a little bit. And once again, nobody else is happier to see all this racing happening than that 48 machine currently out front, pulling away from the field. Gator Mike, you just left the track. What's going on down there? Were these drivers a little bit aggressive? How's the track running? You know, just give us a little bit of update.
Track's running great. A few guys were complaining about being loose, so I think they went with a higher preset, and there were some that were a little bit tight, so they probably went more on the conservative side of the presets. But the track's running fine. I didn't see too much aggressive moves or anything like that. I think everybody's just kind of riding around until the final stage.
Now, I'd have to agree with you, but there is one incident that I have to ask you about that I know you're not happy about. So there in stage 1, you were sitting there battling, I forget who was with, but Steve-O and Jagboy forces it 3 wide, and you're on the top of that 3 wide. Explain what happened there.
Well, I had, I don't know if I had messed up my entry or not, or if I was just going high to let Steve-O go, but I don't think Jagboy made an aggressive move. I think Steve-O just drove for the corner a little too hard and washed up the track. And Jagboy took advantage of it, but I knew they were both down there, so I think we were able to hold it pretty well, and nothing really came of that. So,
yeah, nothing came of it, and you backed out of it, and you let him go, but that's one of those moments where I was like, oh, we were just talking about patience, and especially what happened last night. But this 88 of Lieutenant Crunch, while we're over here talking about what happened in stage 1, the 88 has sucked back up to the back bumper of this 48 machine as we are in stage 3 of 4 here in our Coca-Cola 600 in the North American eRacing League. This 88 of Lieutenant Crunch, since getting damaged early on in stage 2, has been on a mission. He went from the last lap on the lead, last car on the lead lap, all the way to leading the race at one point there in stage 2 before the 48 took it back. But now he's currently running P2. This 88 machine, man. What do you think, Doc? He's I don't even know what to say about it.
Yeah, that 88 is just fun. He's got a rocket ship tonight, and he knows how to get around Charlotte Motor Speedway. So he's definitely in contention for the win, sucking right up against the back of that 48. But that one of you already heard, you know, he's also been able to overcome the adversity early on and get himself into a position to be up towards the front. So we'll see if him and also the two of Kevin are going to be able to make themselves factors here in the last stage.
Yeah, for sure. So that one machine of You Already Heard did in fact go a lap down. He had some contact between his FBGM teammate. The 8 of Wasted there in stage 1. He was able to battle back. He did not get the lucky dog in stage 1, but I believe he did on the end of stage 2. And now he is back here on the lead lap, currently trying to take away P3 from Kevin. As I cycle through to find him, and he's on the inside of Kevin, and it looks like, oh, Kevin's been strong on that outside into turns 3 and 4 all race long, but not this time. The one machine, that Chevrolet Camaro, takes away P3. So we got 3 Chevys leading the field here, followed by 2 Fords.
Yeah, buddy. I think so.
What?
Yeah, I have an extra one. I've got an extra invite.
Gator, you still here? Can I not hear Gator? Doc?
Yeah. Can you hear Gator?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go send him.
Oh, there he is. Oh, okay. Alright, I thought I lost you. Sorry.
Didn't want to distract from the stream, so I muted myself to talk about something else.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought I lost you. Alright, we're good. Alright, so we got a 3-car battle back here. I'm not sure exactly for what position, but we got the 6 of Steve-O, I think, Xfinity regular, the 8 of Wasted, and the 38 of Jay Harris. Jay Harris making his North American eRacing League debut tonight. He's had some strong moments, and he's got caught up in a couple of moments himself. But he's been battling back pretty strong. No quit in his game. He's still battling here in Stage 3 on this very long 50% Coca-Cola 600. Oh, let's get back to this 88. Looks like he's making a move for the lead. Oh, and he's going to fall behind that 48. The 48's still your leader. The 10 of Jagboy, he's caught up to that P3 and P4 cars back there. He's going to try to pick up a few positions. Now Joe's going to give him the outside lane there. Looks like Jagboy's sticking with his Ford manufacturer teammate with Kevin on the top, but he's going to leave him down here on the bottom. Oh, the 2 of Kevin somehow makes that high lane around 3 and 4 work. I haven't seen any other car use that high lane quite as well as the 2, but the problem is there's absolutely no high lane here in 1 and 2. So if you don't make that pass off of 3 and 4, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, exactly. You know, Kevin's just been so strong on that high line, it seems, but 3 and 4 is the preferred line's low all the way around the track, and he's able to make that high line work out of 4, and he gets a heck of a run off the corner. But unfortunately, with some of these other guys racing around him, it's hard for him to actually gain that ground. He's had to kind of let off a little bit with the one of You Already Heard in front of him, and then now with Jagboy underneath him battling for position, he's got to try to get around both of these guys. He just got around Jagboy. They're coming off of 2 as they go down the backstretch, and he's going to try to poke his nose there to the inside, to the left quarter panel of You Already Heard in the 1 to try to make that move on him. But
one out of the groove a little bit. So the 2 should have the preferred lane, and he doesn't get that same run off the corner that he has been getting all night. Oh, he's got a little bit of a run here. I think he's got the bumper. Oh, did he let out just a little bit? Oh, he's there. He's there. Oh, he's got the preferred lane around 1 and 2. He's at his door. They're going to be even coming off of turn 2 as they are going to drag race down the backstretch. You got to think that 10 machine is going to stick right on the back bumper of the 2 as they head down into turn 3. We got a slow car on the backstretch. Who is this? It's like a little squirrel moment. Squirrel?
Yeah, it looks like ball stick here is a little bit slow. He's going to go
Oh,
down,
the 10 got loose off of 4. Hard contact into the wall, blocking the pit road. Oh my goodness, he wrecks onto the wall on pit road. Oh man, almost hits the parked car of Gator Mike. Such a shame for that Jag boy. He was strong all night. Just one mistake, it's going to ruin your stage 3.
Such a shame for that Gator Mike car that's sitting on pit road too.
Yeah, really
yeah, such a shame, such a shame. You looked like you were fast there on the short run. Did you set it up for a short run, long run? What was your plan?
I was a little bit faster on a short run, yes. On the long runs my car felt better. but for some reason it just wasn't faster. It didn't equate to having a lot of speed. So I don't know what the problem was there. Maybe a few more adjustments might have been able to help it out. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I guess we can't find.
Still a top 5 car, and a little disappointed that it disconnected me. But it's not the first time it's happened. It probably won't be the last.
So we got the 88 trying to make that move back on the 48 as they head down the backstretch. Now, Gator, it was a shame to see because stage 1 you were holding with him pretty well until the long run came in there a little bit. What's that?
I was talking to Doc. Send me too.
Oh.
Yeah. I was having a really good run tonight. I'm still fresh out of the cockpit here, so I'm still trying to relax and cool down a little bit and get into this commentary mode.
Yeah, it's all good. Long race.
I didn't have anything for Captain Killam or Kevin or Crunch. I had nothing for them. I probably didn't have anything for Joe either, but due to his track position, it helped me out. But I probably had a 5th place car, maybe 6th. But there's a lot of guys out there that are really fast.
Now I gotta say, you lagging out there gave Marksman his first stage point of definitely the season, or at least in the Cup season. Maybe
it's
in
just so disappointing because I was in the top 5 with 2 laps to go in stage 2 for another stage point, and they couldn't have waited 2 laps.
You were 3 miles away from getting a stage point, which we all know is very important.
I would have really enjoyed that extra. Just focusing on the playoffs.
All right, well, we're about to have a crowded booth up here because Mr. Williams has decided that he wants an invite to help commentate, which is fine with me because we still got like 70 laps to go, and I've been talking for 2 hours already.
Yeah, it's
the only bad thing about the disconnect was it probably cost me about 10 points overall tonight, which not a big amount, but still a decent amount. I have a pretty good gap in the playoffs where I feel like I'm pretty safe.
Now, 10 points is 10 points now, and the driver that is chasing you right behind your tail to try to get you did not race tonight. Mr. Williams, how you doing, bud?
How's it going, guys?
So Gator Mike lagged out before the end of stage 2, so that helps out your DNS here tonight.
I'm having a pretty good point tonight and didn't even race. Spent my evening in the hospital.
Well, I'm glad I could help you out there, Mr. Williams, by running in the top 5 in stage 1 and stage 2 and lagging out with 3 to go in stage 2. So I'm glad I could help you on points.
Thank you. As long as Keenan, it's kind of a bummer that Keenan didn't race tonight and I couldn't make it, but it is what it is. At least I hold serve on the playoff cut line, so 17 points with 6 races to go. It's gonna be fun.
Well, we're just happy to have you here in the booth with us, Mr. Williams, after coming out of the infield care center. It's gonna be fun to commentating with you.
No problem. Thank you. How's the race going? Killam dominating, I imagine.
Yeah, it's been so far. Killam's in the lead, but that 88 of Lieutenant Crunch has been on a mission. He in the first 2 stages he had a little bit of a couple of mishaps hitting the wall, but he is right on the back bumper of that 48. As both of them have been really racing hard. That 2 of Kevin has also been up towards the front, as well as the 1 of you already heard after getting his lap back after stage 2.
Awesome. How's my biggest fan running tonight?
I believe you're referring to our new signee, Jay Harris.
Is he hanging in tough?
I believe he's
flexing some muscle.
I believe he's running around 6 to 8 most of the night. Doing pretty good.
Good for him.
Hasn't gotten any quarrels on track, so he's doing all right.
Yeah, Jay Harris, he showed a little bit of speed tonight. He hung out with him a little bit, kind of falling behind. But yeah, Gator's pretty much spot on. Anywhere between 6th and 8th, you'll find him. I think he stayed on the lead lap all night tonight, which is better than a lot of the. Oh, we have a caution. We have a caution.
We have a caution. Yep.
For what?
Passing the stage.
Is it?
Stage.
Oh.
Stage, yep.
Well, cool.
Captain Killam's going to go ahead and take that stage win, as Crunch is going to come in 2nd.
So Captain Killam in that 48 machine, he was your pole winner. Took those 2 regular season points. He was your stage 1 winner. your Stage 2 winner, and now your Stage 3 winner. Now, reminder, this is the Coca-Cola 600, so we have 4 stages here tonight. It's an extra set of points, and Captain Killam is going to take advantage of that. Lieutenant Crunch runs second. Doc, what's our official top 5?
Official top 5 is going to be Killam. That's going to go ahead and Lieutenant Crunch in the 88. Kevin, I believe, in the 2. The 1 of You Already Heard. And if I could cycle back here.
It'd be the 6 of Steve-O in 5th place.
6 of Steve-O, the Wienermobile.
Oh, look at the Wiener running in front of the Nut car. He's going to finish 5th and get his stage point.
Yeah, that always seems like the Nuts sag behind there. So we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see if the 37 of Marksman can make his way past that 6 for this final stage.
That would definitely be a sight to see with that Nut car makes it past the Wienermobile. But we have green flag here, stage 4, and your Coca-Cola 600. The 48 of Captain Killam makes his way down into 1. The 6 machine is not going to let that 88 in here. The 48 is going to drive with the 38, makes slight contact with the 2 as they come around 1. Oh, contact in the back. Jagboy hits the 13 of Ballstick. He's going to hit hard into the inside wall. It looks like there's not going to be a caution here. Steve-O making a move on the 48. He's not going to be able to get there. No caution here. We're going to stay green.
Sharp going in the middle. Swamp gets pushed 3 wide here as he's going to go right between Wasted and Swamp Fox. Wow, what a move. What a move by that 20. You got to think, how many laps is he down, though? Oh, and Swamp gets in the wall. Swamp gets in the wall, and Marksman takes a little bit of nose damage from that, as he's going to also fall back.
You got to think, as that Planner's Nut car got busted up on that wall there. The 2 machine makes it... God damn it.
That 88, the 88's going to go ahead and still lead the field here. The 2 is going to stay in second, as we got a battle between Steve-O and You Already Heard the 48. Yeah, the 48 of Killam leading. And then we got You Already Heard in the 1 on the inside line, as they're 2 wide with Steve-O, and also that 38 of Jay Harris, as Jay Harris is going to go ahead and fall back a bit. But Chomp in the 20 is going to race on the inside.
Did I miss a pre-race vow with the Planner's car?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because I've heard 5 nut references since I got on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That 20 car is on the move, fellas. I think he's racing really hard to get his lap back.
Now,
It really is.
That 20 machine's been very aggressive here tonight. Not overly aggressive, but very aggressive here. I mean, he went down 3 or 4 laps there in stage 1, and I'm not sure he's had enough opportunities to get all of them back. But here that we are in stage 4, he might be back on the lead lap. Can you tell on Killam's stream as he makes it to P5, assumingly? Is he back on the lead lap?
I can't determine that at the moment.
Sharp is not?
No.
Okay, well, he's still battling these guys like he is. That 1 machine you already heard currently running P4, but there's a bad cars that we've seen all night has separated themselves from the field, and they are battling it out for the lead here in the final stage, the Coca-Cola 600. Mr. Williams, anything to add about the track? Anything you want to put in there? Maybe you learned from practice, or really anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, not much. Just when I was testing, I ran the wrong preset in the All-Star race, and I really found something. I was actually looking forward to a nice race. Using the draft as key, it looks like Kevin is, as long as Kevin can hang on the back of the 88, they can kind of work together. They might be able to gang up and get past this 48, but it might take a little bit of teamwork. 48 looks like to be the dominant race car from watching the stream before I got home, and currently as Kevin's going to try to advance to the 2nd position and does.
Captain Killam has gotten better over time. When he first joined the league, he was probably a mid-pack driver, and it's just gotten faster and faster, and now he's just dominant.
Well, it really seems like this NASCAR Heat 4 game really plays into the hands of Captain Killam. I mean, it really feels like he mastered this game pretty early on. It might have matched his driving style a little bit. Gator, there's a big difference between Heat 3 and Heat 4. Have you talk about your adjustments between the games?
Okay. Not so much adjustments on my part, but I think a big difference is on Heat 3, a controller probably was able to have a faster car, a better car, over using a wheel. But on this game, I believe a wheel has a huge advantage over being on a controller. I can't tell you for what reasons, but it just seems to me that way, that this is more wheel-oriented.
Well, that would be pretty. That'd be an interesting stat to see or to find out, since we watch these pro league guys, which it seems like NASCAR Heat 4 is really focusing on, and half of them are using controlling, half of them are using wheels. That's the 2 of Kevin. Makes it down below the 48. He's going to take the lead away on a power move. He's going to clear by 1 or 2 cars coming off of 4. Goodness.
Who's on a controller?
Kevin has got a really good track record at Charlotte. He has always been strong here, always been good. I expect.
Oh, the 88 puts the 48 up until the 48's out of the groove. He just missed the wall. He's going to have to recollect himself and set his sights back up on these 2 cars here. Now, Kevin is fast here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. He won the first stage in the qualifying race, the All-Star qualifying race, a couple days ago.
Couple seasons ago in another league, Kevin was leading this particular race, the 600, coming with about 5 to go, and had to make a pit stop, and it cost him the win. But he's always been strong here, and it looks like he's continuing that tonight.
Was that in that cursed 24 machine?
It was. He was back in the 24 machine at that time, and he has since changed manufacturers and teams.
There we go, baby. Hailie Deegan following Kevin's suit, as she is expected to sign with Ford here on Tuesday. A major announcement has been announced that Ford has signed a new development driver, and Hailie Deegan has been linked to DGR Conley, and we know they just recently switched to a Ford. So Deegan might be joining the Ford group, same as Kevin.
Jesus.
What?
I'm
muting myself because I'm cussing at the Hurricanes.
Yep, the DGR Crosley team has switched over from Toyota to Ford to be Ford's developmental program. And I think that's going to reap a lot of benefits for DGR Crosley, having all that tech support from Ford and having all these young drivers come up through the system. It's going to be a good thing for Ford overall.
I believe so as well. I mean, before that, we only had 4 Fords in the truck series, that being the Thor Sports. Now, Ford needs to shift gears and focus on the Xfinity. They got a little bit of a bottleneck going on there. Only 3 full-time Fords running in that Xfinity series.
Well, now, too, because Stuart Haas shut down the 000.
Oh, I didn't see they shut it down. So that's even worse. And Chase Briscoe hasn't even re-signed back in that 98, right? So, I mean, it could get even worse than that.
If they don't re-sign Chase Briscoe, that's a mistake.
I agree. I agree. But you saw a lot of Ford on his car, a lot of Ford racing, a little Ford performance. So I don't know if he brings in enough spot. Who knows? Anyways, so the 2 of Kevin currently leading the field here. Hasn't led many laps here tonight, but he's always been up towards the top. Comes around 4. He's going to lead this lap over the 88 of Lieutenant Crunch and the 48 of Captain Kill him. How many laps do we have to go, Doc?
We got about 35 here.
So about 35 laps to go in the race, the longest 50% race of the season. 4 stages here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We are in the 4th stage as the 2 machine of Kevin leading the way. Now this is you could throw a blanket over these top 3 cars. They are all over each other.
Yeah, all 3 of them.
Like a 3-car breakaway here, and wonder if maybe you already heard in 4th place. Maybe you could short pit. Ooh, that's
hit a car.
20 car hits off the floor.
The 1 car may be able to short pit, gains for track position. That might be an option, but unless a caution comes out, it might be a race between these 3.
Oh, definitely. It looks like a little mini plate race up here in the top 3, pulling away from the 4th car. You already heard.
Now, as you stated,
Go ahead, Doc.
As you stated, Gator, track position. We were talking about track position. We saw that 88 early on make up a ton of ground on both the 48 and the 2, as they both seemed to pull away from the pack. But because that 88 short pit, it was able to get both of them and pass for the lead in that stage. So my question to you is, if you're these guys with about 33, 32 laps to go here, when do you make that decision to come down pit road? Because that seems to be key without a lot of cautions in this race.
If it was me, I would pit after I hit my fuel window. About 2 to 3 laps into my fuel window, I'd probably come down pit road. I did that in both stages that I ran, and it worked out because the tire fall off here is pretty great. You can gain about a second to a second and a half a lap on fresh tires, so it could really pay off by short pitting.
Oh, Sharp's on pit road.
Yeah,
that's early.
he had some contact there and right in front of you already heard in 4th place there coming off of 4, and so he's probably in to repair some of that damage.
Yeah, that's too early. He's not in the fuel window there, so he's going to go more laps down than what he already was.
Yeah, he's just had a rough night. He's had a rough night with getting some door bangs and finding himself in the wall. So, he's tried to power his way up, tried to do the best he could to be as aggressive as possible to get those laps back, but unfortunately it doesn't seem like it's going to pay off for him tonight.
So here we go with approximately 30 laps to go in the race. Kevin and the number 2 machine currently leads the way. They are about 7 to 9 laps away from being in the fuel window. You might see some of that short pitting come into play that Doc and Gator just went over. Once again, this top 3, man, oh goodness, any one of them can dive bomb the car in front of them if they felt like it. Not that any of these drivers would, and make up a position or two. So I mean, it is still anybody's race here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Interesting fact here, between the NARL and the BRL, Kevin has only had 1 career Cup Series win. In 2nd place, Lieutenant Crunch has 0 career Cup Series wins. So you know both of them are hungry. What are they willing to do with all of their experience and starts to pick up another win tonight over Captain Killam, who's got a bunch?
Wow, and these are experienced drivers here. We're not talking about guys that just joined the league this year or even last year. These guys have been around for a while. As the 88 makes his way underneath the 2, this is exactly what he's willing to do to take the lead here and maybe even possibly the win. As the 2 of Kevin makes that high lane work around 1 and 2. How in the world is he staying even with him? And he's going to pull him off the corner. Oh, my goodness.
It looks like the 88 got a little bit loose off the turn 2.
What a move by Kevin.
Yeah, he's unbelievable on the high line. The only car that I've seen, both in the All-Star race and tonight, being able to make that high line work and being able to make the move to pass guys on that high side.
I'm impressed how he got right down on his door and forced Crunch down. Didn't force him per se. He had about, half a width in between the 2, but forced him down to that apron, made Crunch run the apron a little bit more than he wanted to. Got him a little bit loose.
In terms of those stats, though, that just shows the level of competition that we have and the quality, depth of the Cup Series that we've had, and it's really hard to win.
Good Lord, Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams over there killing bullfrogs. All right, so here we go. The 88's recollected himself. He's going to try to get back to that 2 machine, and I believe he will with that 48 pushing him. We'll see what happens when he gets back to him. Now, Mr. Williams went over the fact that the 2 machine raced him cleanly, however, made the 88 run the perfect line. Oh, is the 2 pitting here? No, it's too early to pit. Doc, do you see that as a little bit of an aggressive move? Do you see that as, oh, well, I just got to do it better next time? How do you feel if you're the 88? 37's on pit road. Sorry, go ahead.
I just think it's one of those, you got to execute a little bit better on that low line. But, as there's still about 24 laps to go here in this final stage in the race. Oh, and the 88 actually hits the wall in the backstretch.
Oh, that's...
The 48's going to take advantage of that and take away that 2nd spot.
Oh, what a mistake. He was running strong.
All of these guys are well within their pit window, so they could pit now and make it to the end of the race.
Yeah, you got to think that those right side tires are starting to get worn. They're probably around 40%, so these guys are really starting to struggle on corner exit, trying to hold on to their cars and try to hold the line, and that too is just seemed to be so smooth coming off the corners every single time. He just is able to hold that low line.
You were talking about that 1 machine might be able to short pit, make up some ground. He did. The 1 machine, have you already heard, currently on pit road. The 8 wasted coming off the pit road. The 2, your leader came, and that slowed down the 48. The 88's going to make the pass here. He takes the lead for the moment. So the 2's on pit road. The 8 already pit. He's coming off. 1 of you already heard is coming off pit road. Well, he's actually still in his stall. He's coming off now.
You got to think that these 2 guys, these 2 leaders, the 88 and the 48, have to be coming now because that 2 with that short pit, he's going to gain a lot of ground, as Gator was alluding to.
Yes, he is.
So
about 1 lap on fresh tires.
48's coming, and the 88's coming as well. The 10 of Jackboy. I believe if the 10 of Jackboy is still in the lead lap, he just took the lead here. I think, if he's on the lead lap. Thanks, Ticker.
Jackboy already pitted. Jackboy has already visited pit lane.
All right, so he took his lap back there then. All right, so here comes Kevin coming off pit road. He was your leader before he pit. Let's see where he comes out here. Oh, barely keeps it below the apron. The 8 wasted. Probably got a little nervous there. Now that 8 of Wasted, he came early. Was he running on that lead lap? I wish I had a ticker.
Yeah, it'd be nice. 704 games. If you could get us a ticker, that'd be great for the future games.
I'm just assuming that Kevin took the lead back after this all cycles. There's 43 Swamp Fox coming down pit road now.
The 6 of Steve-O as well, and the Wienermobile is going to be coming down, and also that 38 of Jay Harris.
So here comes your 88, the 48. Kevin's going to clear by a mile as he blows their doors off as they're still coming up to speed underneath the apron.
He's got to hit his marks now here, guys.
Yeah, he sure does. That one lap pit stop, that you got to think he's got to be catbird seat. And as soon as he made that move, these other two guys, I knew it was going to be if there was a caution-free final stage that short pit was going to play a huge role in the outcome of tonight's race. And you're seeing that here with the 2 car being able to really put a sizable lead on the rest of the field. But we'll see if that 48 and the 88 can find a way to be able to make up that ground. But it's going to be tough for both of these guys.
Now, if that 48 wants to make up that ground, he's going to have to go through that one machine, and you already heard, using strategy to pick up P3. Now, that 20 machine that you see on the screen, Sharp, he is currently a few laps down, more than a few, so he's not running for position. The 2 of Kevin currently has the lead here with about 20 laps to go.
This would be a feel-good story if Kevin could come through.
Huge win. Absolutely a huge win.
This track has burned him before, and I know how hungry he is for a win. This would be a great story if he can hold off the 88 to 48 and come home with a victory.
So as he approaches the back bumper of the 8 machine of Wasted, you got to assume that he's just going to let him go to here down the backstretch. Unless Wasted tries some strategy. Oh yeah, there you go. So he lets him go. So there goes the 2 machine. The next car that Wasted has to worry about is that 88 of Lieutenant Crunch, who is just now entering in the corner. Kevin's already halfway through it. Short pitting that lap or 2 earlier, showing dividends here early. How many laps do we have, Doc?
I can give you that here in a second.
Sure.
But yeah, that
looks like there's 17 to go.
So 17 to go. Can he hold off that 88 for 17 laps? I think that 48 might be a little bit too far behind, and he's going to have to battle Joe really hard for position once he catches him. I think this comes down to a battle between the 88 on slightly fresher tires and the 2. What do you think, Gator?
I think the battle's going to be for second place. I don't think that they're going to have enough time to catch Kevin unless he makes a mistake.
16 to go. Mr. Williams, any input on here? I'm sorry, I thought you were done.
That 88 car is kind of stretching it out over Hurd and Gillum, so he might have something for Kevin, but I just think he's going to run out of time.
Oh, Gillum catching that one machine pretty fast. Looks like he's going to make short work of him here as he comes down the backstretch underneath the 1. Going into 3, Joe's going to make that high lane work, or he's at least going to try. The 48 looks like he's going to clear him off of 4. So the 48 resumes P3. Now he's got his sights set on that 88 pretty far up there. They're both on the same strategy there, so the 48's really going to have to get going if he wants to catch the 88.
Yeah, you got to think how he lost that much ground as there's now only 15 laps to go in the rest of this race. How did he lose that much ground to the 88 coming off of pit road? As both of them were basically nose to bumper getting onto pit road. So you got to think, was there an extra half a tank of fuel added to that 48 or not, or what exactly happened? But
14 to go. Yeah, I'm not sure. I did see where the 2 came down to pit. It did slow the 48 up a little bit, and the 88 took the lead away from the 48, but they were still pretty close to each other when they came to pit. So maybe the 88 just got on and off a little bit quicker than the 48. Not exactly sure. But the 2 machine coming around 4, coming to 13 to go at the Coca-Cola 600, the longest 50% race of the season. Kevin, only 1 career race win, and I believe it was at Phoenix. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Was it Phoenix?
Yeah, you are incorrect. It was at Kansas.
Kansas.
Yeah.
Kevin won at Kansas. Oh, he almost won at Phoenix, right? And the caution came out right at the line. I don't know. Either way.
Yep.
So there you go. So Kevin, with 12 to go at the line, trying to hold off the 80. Now the 88 is catching him. It looks like a little bit, but I don't think there's enough time left. 12 to go.
Yeah, it's a pretty big lead, guys. My question is, if Crunch does catch Kevin, what is Kevin? I think Kevin's might be conserving a little bit of tire too.
Oh, so that's a good question. Do you conserve tire here, or are you just going balls through the wall? Because if it's me, I'm going balls through the wall, and you're just going to have to catch me.
Yep. Balls to the wall. Either way.
So what does Kevin do when Crunch catches him?
Oh, well, I hope he studied Mr. Williams' tape.
This has been a phenomenally run race by Kevin either way.
11. Oh, for sure.
If that 88 gets to him, I'm making that car 4 lanes wide.
So 11 to go, 10 at the line. They've ran 190 laps here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, only 10 to go at the line. Kevin has made his way to the front, and he still has a quarter of a turn over that 88 machine, who is slowly creeping up on him. 10 to go. I don't think he's going to get him. I don't know. This tire fall off does come into greater, differences as the tires wear off. So who knows? The 88 might start catching him a little bit quicker here. But only 9 to go at the line.
Yeah, I haven't watched much of the race tonight, but what I've seen, Kevin looks like he holds up pretty well on the old tires, so it should play into his favor here.
Yeah, he sure does. He seems to be able to hold the line. Avenge was talking about this earlier when he was racing
9 to go.
Killam. It just seems like that too is able to hold the line in the corners a lot better on these older tires. So as long as he can keep his nose clean and keep hitting his marks, he should be able to get this win tonight. Yeah, it doesn't look like that 88 is catching him that much here as the laps are counting down here in this final stage.
Yeah, I think he's going to run out of time as they come back to. Can I get an official? Oh, Kevin, don't mess up now. As he keeps it off the wall here. 8 to go for sure. All right, so 8 to go. And that's going to let the 88 catch up to him a little bit. I still don't know if there's enough time. We only have 8 laps left here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Can the 2 hold off that 88 machine? Can Ford get the only other win not claimed by Draven? We're going to settle it out here in the next 7.5 laps. Oh, there's a little bit better corner by Killam, I think. 7 to go.
Crunch is wheeling him in, guys.
Yeah.
Him in.
This might come down to it. It might come down to the last couple laps here. Now, if you're Kevin, do you have it? That's what I was about to ask.
Turning your intervals on, turning the mirror off, and just looking at it once you cross the finish line every lap until you get some data within a second, then you start mirror driving.
Yeah, I was about to ask you. You got to be. It's hard not to look in that mirror as we come to 6 to go.
If I'm Kevin, I'm not looking at the intervals. I'm not looking in the mirror. I'm just driving my race, hitting my marks. You'll know it if he gets to you. You'll hear him coming. So I just be focusing on myself.
Well, there you go. That usually helps people run the quickest lap around here. Is just focus on what you got to do. As we come back around to, is it 5? I've lost count. Sorry. Is it 5 to go at the line?
5 to go.
5 to go.
5 to go at the line. That 88 slowly, and I emphasize slowly, catching that 2. I don't think he's going to have enough time. But as long as Kevin doesn't mess up here, he almost got in that wall a couple laps ago. I got really nervous for him. His heart's got to be pounding right now. His palms are sweaty, mom spaghetti. He's getting a little bit nervous. He's just got to hold it together. It's the longest 5 laps of his life. We're going to be 4 to go at the line. Nobody laughed at my joke.
You've only used it like 5 times this year.
No, I have not. I have not. 4 to go.
Twice, huh?
Okay, well then that was number 2.
On 88 through the grass. He cut the grass a little bit there. It looked like
doesn't let you slow it down any.
The last thing Kevin wants to see is a caution for sure. Besides the 88 on his bumper, but no cautions. 88 looks like he got a little thin piece of the fence there.
Yeah, he did. In the backstretch, it looked like the 88 brushed the wall a bit, but...
Is this 2 to go here? At the line? 3 to go. 3 to go. There's only 3 laps left. Only 4.5 miles of this. Well, I guess it's the Coca-Cola 300. As Kevin rounds the back. Who was that catching the 88? Is that for position?
That's the 48. Yeah.
That is.
48 to kill him.
That 48's catching him a little bit faster than that 88's catching the 2. But I don't think he's going to have enough time either.
Lap traffic here. Ball stick.
Oh, he should just let him go away. Bostic's usually pretty good about it. We have 2 to go. Only 3 miles left out of this 300-mile race. 200 laps. They've ran 198 of them. You got to think fatigue has got to be setting into play here. He's only got to wheel this car around 1.5 more times. Kevin and that Miller Lite patriotic scheme wheels it around 3 and 4 as he's going to come to the line to collect that white flag. And he will as
across the line.
So we have 1 to go, presented by Credit One Bank. If he catches Bostic up there, I believe, hopefully, he just gets out of the way. Do not mess up Kevin's chance to win this race. I would like a Kevin interview after this. There you go. Actually, I don't even think he's going to catch him. Anyways, so Kevin,
behind him.
So Kevin coming into 3. He's going to round the corner for the last time for the 200th time tonight. He's going to come out of 4. Make it down the stretch. Bostic, don't fuck it up. Hey, Kevin!
Kevin with the win.
Kevin wins the Coca-Cola 600 and the North American eRacing, the first Coca-Cola 600 for the league. Kevin also collects his first North American eRacing League Cup Series win, his second in his career.
Wow.
The 88 of Lieutenant Crunch battles back to second. 48, Captain Killam in third. Who else we got there, Doc?
Looks like, yeah, you already heard in the 1, and then the Wienermobile of Steve-O's going to finish in 5th and round off the top 5, and then you're going to have the Nuts of Marksman, 37, right behind him in 6th place.
So the Nuts fall right behind the Wiener. Oh, right behind the Nuts. All right, let's get Kevin in here. Where are you, Kevin? I know you're on here. Oh no. Oh no. There you are. All right, so an invite has gone out to our race winner, Kevin. While we're waiting to join, anything you want to talk about the race, any recaps you want to do? Doc?
Screw this game, lagging me out. That's all I got to say.
So Gator Mike with a blown motor there, 2 laps before the stage 2 even ends. A little salty, understandably so. Cost him a pretty good points tonight here, as we're still waiting for Kevin to join the lobby for his race-winning interview. Doc, anything stand out to you about this race?
To be honest, I was just so amazed on how Kevin in that 2 was able to be so consistent and run such a smart race. You know, he pushed the issue when he had to, but he also was really patient, riding around both the 88 and the 48 towards the last few stages.
As we have our race winner in the lobby, Kevin. How you feeling, bud?
I am feeling amazing right now. That was fucking awesome. Sorry. Sorry about that.
Well, no, it was definitely awesome, man. And it's not like you came out of nowhere. You battled these guys all night, fist for fist. Nobody pulled any punches. How does it feel to get around that 48? And then all of a sudden, the 88 came out of nowhere all of a sudden in contention.
Well, shit happens. No, but like, as soon as I figured out a strategy to where if I pit before, like, Killam and Crunch did, there was a slight chance I was going to come out in front. And then on that pit stop, Killam ended up tagging my right rear just a little bit, and it got him, I think, nose damage, and he had like a second of repair, so that kind of helped me out a lot.
All right. Well, we have more people than usual here in the booth tonight, so that's all the questions I'm going to ask for me. Doc, any questions to ask our race winner?
Yeah, man. The biggest question I have for you is how are you able to make the high line work when everybody else seems to not be able to? Everybody else seems to want to stick on that low line, especially in 3 and 4, and you're able to make it work even in 1 and 2. It seems, you know, with the 88 on your inside, you're able to pull away from him and kill him in the 48.
I honestly don't know. I feel like I get these like random moments that like I should probably run the top here and there, and it just works out. And most times, if I end up going high, it's because I'm going to get a monster run out of the corner and I'll just veer up. But yeah, I honestly have no idea.
Well, that was really impressive, man. That was great racing. You ran a really smart race, and it just seemed like even on worn tires, you were able to hold your line, especially in the low line too. You were able to put your car anywhere you needed to put it, and be able to hold that line throughout the corners better than the rest of your competitors out there. So great win.
Thank you.
All right, well, it's definitely impressive. You running a couple different lines than all your competitors, and it showed the paid dividends here. Now, the next one up, Gator Mike. Any questions for our race winner?
Well, Kevin, I had a blown motor at the end of stage 2.
Did you?
Wasn't able to finish the race with you, but I did get to come up here and join the booth after taking off my fire suit. And got to watch the end of that race. Coming down to the end of it, you're sitting in a very familiar position at Charlotte in the lead, with a final pit stop looming. What was going through your mind knowing your past history in this track with that last pit stop still happening, or still needing to happen?
Don't screw up. Don't screw up. Don't screw up. If you screw up, you're done.
But yeah, what kind of strategy did you play tonight? I noticed that fresh tires were a little bit better, like probably about a second better after pit stops were over with. Were you thinking about that prior to pitting?
I was thinking
earlier if you could gain some time on killing the crunch.
Yeah, I was thinking about like I was telling Avenge, like I had an idea, like if I was to pit before those two, because in the earlier stages I saw that the 10 of Jackboy do it in I think stage 2, and he pit like 4 laps ahead of everybody else, and he ended up becoming like the number 1 car. It was stage 1, I think, and it got me thinking that like maybe I should pit early here and then see what happens, and it worked out.
Yeah, it definitely worked out. Short pitting here coming crucial here tonight. Mr. Williams, our 4th member of the booth. Anything to ask our race winner?
Oh, man, I ain't got no questions. I'm just proud of you, buddy, man. You did a good job holding serve, and good win, buddy. It's always a popular win when you make it to victory lane. Good job.
Thank you, man.
First career
Really
North American e-Racing League victory.
It was definitely popular when Kevin makes it to victory lane. Great job, man. You doubled your Cup Series League Racing win total in just one night. Anybody you want to shout out here?
First off, I want to shout out to you guys, first off, for calling an amazing race. Sharp was in the lobby in the party previous, and he had the live stream going on, and I heard every second of it, and oh boy, it was hard for me not to get pumped up.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Oh, go ahead. Oh man, I wonder if it'll say what was your let's give it. What was your famed line there after winning at Kansas? Let's hear it one more time.
There's too many to choose.
Was it like "fuck Phoenix" or something like that?
I think it was along the lines of, "Give me that emo, bitch!"
There it is. There it is. All right, great way to end the interview, Kevin, man. I appreciate you coming in here and interviewing with us. For some reason, I don't have Lieutenant Crunch on my friends list. Could somebody suggest him for me?
I can suggest him for you.
Oh, well, thank you. You coming bearing gifts and leaving giving gifts. All right, so as we get that suggestion going, Doc, Mr. Williams, Gator, anything else that kind of stuck out to you here in this race, especially compared to the Xfinity race that we saw just last night?
Notes. Cup guys just show a lot more respect on the track, a lot more patience, and always makes for a better product, makes for a fun race. We've had a string of good races lately, and we got Pocono up next, so I don't see why we can't continue that. In terms of Charlotte, tonight kind of ran like the All-Star race, just with the intensity toned down just a little bit because they're not racing.
For sure, as we have our runner-up finisher in here, Lieutenant Crutch. Welcome to the booth. Now, I know you were one position away from what you wanted to be, but how are you feeling tonight, bud?
Good. You know, I'm just disappointed in getting second again. You know, I feel like I've had a fast car all year, and I just can't punch one through yet. But
well, you've definitely been fast all year, and it hasn't gone unnoticed from at least from us up in the booth here. It seems like you get into the outside wall there. I'm not exactly sure what happened. You picked up a little bit of damage. You fall to last place of the lead lap cars. And then all of a sudden I cycle back through and you're running P3. What was going on, man? What happened?
oh, dude, that was I hit the wall and just got freaking ticked off and was just ready to go. And they were all in a little cluster up there and just drove through around all of them right there in one lap. It was pretty nice, but I don't know. I had a quick car there. Kevin got the short pit, which really helped him out. We got a little bunched up when he was getting to the pits, killed a little bit more of our time. But, yeah, no, he had a good car, and I was slowly catching him. I ran him down like a second and a half there, like on that last pit stop. But, yeah, it was a good race.
Oh, it did look like you were catching him. Doc, anything to ask our runner-up finisher?
I really don't have any questions, but man, it was really impressive seeing you, as Avenged had alluded to. You know, after facing adversity in what seemed like the first two stages, kind of getting put up into the wall, and your ability to kind of drive through the field and be patient, but also, you know, be aggressive when you had to be to get yourself in position to really be at the front of the pack for the last two stages and have a really good shot at getting the win. So
heck, I wrecked on the very first lap and caused that one caution. I realized I accidentally took it 3 wide and I didn't want to, and I let out the gas and it just sucked me right around. And I was like, okay, that's how this day is going to go. So I'm definitely happy after it finished second after all that.
Oh, there you go. You definitely battled back. Gator Mike, any questions?
Yep, Crunch, this is Gator. Like I told Kevin, my motor blew at the end of stage 2. And
yeah, I saw that.
I was able to finish the race with you guys, but I did have a nice perspective from the booth. You're getting closer and closer to getting that win. Your performance is picked up every week, and it's bound to happen this season. I know it's going to happen. Coming out of that last pit stop, what more did you need to be able to catch Kevin?
I just, my hand was cramping up, honestly. I kept switching fingers for that R2 button, and I just needed, I think a little bit of a difference would have been the lap before when Kevin pitted. If I didn't get bunched up, I might have had enough time to, you know, get him there. And I might have sucked up the last couple of laps, but
I noticed you were catching him. Where was what spot on the track was like your biggest advantage over Kevin, or where was he?
Me and him were even in 1 and 2, but I could gain about a tenth or a tenth and a half in 3 and 4. Yeah, it looked like he was getting a little.
We were all getting really excited because you were closing in there in those closing laps, but just
needed a couple more. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Well,
me and Killam had a great race there in the 3rd stage, and I was trying to learn my lesson hopefully in the 4th stage because I was hoping I could just break off with 2 people like I did in stage 3 and just follow them. But then in the 3rd stage, I waited too long to get around them, and just tires were gone. I couldn't get around them to do anything with them. So I was hoping in the 4th stage I'd not be as patient and just try to get around them, but it just didn't get to the point to do that. But yeah,
another solid top 5 tonight. You're getting closer. Keep on pushing. It's gonna come.
Yeah. Thank you guys, and thank you guys for broadcasting this. I watch these, and these are great.
Oh, I appreciate it. Mr. Williams, now we do have an extra person in the booth here tonight in the long race. Mr. Williams, anything to ask our runner-up finisher?
Nah, nothing to ask, man. I think everybody's covered it. You're doing a good job. There for a minute, I thought you was going to catch him. But as you know, everybody noted you're getting fast. It's fun racing with you, and you're going to get there. You're going to strike at the pay there eventually.
Thank you.
You might not like to hear, but congratulations on your 2nd place run, man. You'll strike through eventually, brother. Good job.
All right, Lieutenant Crunch. Definitely a great run here tonight. Anybody you want to shout out here before we end the stream?
Just everybody in the league for just being like this Cup Series is really competitive, and I like the fact that it's not like I'm trying my heart out to get wins every week. I wouldn't have fun if I was winning every single week, you know? It just goes to show the talent in the group we have, so just the whole league there, I guess, but yeah, thank you.
Yeah, for sure. So
that girl of yours for making strawberry daiquiris.
oh
yeah,
Lord.
if she wasn't asleep, I'd be having one, but
Oh Lord. So Lieutenant Crutch, speaking highly of the league here, shouting out the talent that we have here in the North American eRacing League, and rightfully so. Now, speaking of that talent, a little bit of rising talent. Let's see if the Xfinity guys can bounce back. A little bit of a snafu here in Charlotte last night, but they are taking on Pocono, the huge super speedway in the mountains. Oh, I thought it was Pocono.
Road America. Those are Road
Oh,
America
y'all are going to
on Sunday.
Pocono. They are going to Road America. All right. Well, there goes my whole promo. So I'm just going to end this. Just going to end this with
Cup
the
Series
tail between my legs. Just looking for the end